Oh, let me get my I'm tripping. Started without my mic. Mic was like way over there. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Al, the owner and founder of TICKR Finance and TICKR Apparel, where our mission is to bridge the wealth gap in the U.S. through crypto assets and dope apparel. My lighting is kind of off, so I apologize. What's going on in the back over here? So, anyway, of course, you guys can visit www.ticker.com. Purchase one of four premium t-shirts available with every purchase. You're going to receive 4% of the gross sales back in the form of Satoshi. Get Satoshis, which are fractal bitcoins, kind of get some skin in the game in this crypto space. And we'll be working on building out, the Discord and the community and all that good stuff. Man, again, y'all can visit tickerapparel.com for more details. I'm excited about this video and getting into some more. When you guys watch this one, the part one of avoiding crypto and NFT scams would have already been released. And this is part two. So let's just go ahead and get into it. One thing, so I've gone down the crypto rabbit hole, the NFT rabbit hole. Now, this is all part of the same space. So the best way to kind of think about this is NFTs are like an asset class or subset sector of the NFT space. I mean, of the crypto space. So you got cryptocurrencies and the crypto community at large. And then underneath it, you're going to have NFTs. You got the DeFi space. You got gaming. You have the metaverse. So all this stuff is coming. And man, I gotta put some warm water on that style mine. Anyway, um, so I've been focusing on NFTs, trying to understand the application because I actually think it's gonna be huge. Although right now it's just a lot of speculation. It's a lot of scamming going on. People are trying to figure it out. If you're willing to, get involved in the wild, wild west of the activity, then you can make some money. Be prepared to lose a lot of money. I mentioned my first NFT. That video is already up. The link is gonna be in the show notes, but it is there. And so you guys can check out how I minted my first NFT. It's pretty dope too. It's like a motion activity. I thought it was pretty cool. So anyway, NFTs are a unique way. So NFT stands for non-fungible token. Basically, it's a unique way to show. It's a digital way to show ownership of a specific item, and that it can't be duplicated, or you can verify the ownership, right? So it should make things more seamless and efficient going forward when we talk about use cases. So a lot of things have the potential to become NFTs. For example, like car titles, home titles, a lot of just paperwork in general that we have to fill out now can become an NFT where you can verify ownership on the blockchain, and then that ownership can be transferred from one person to the next by basically, sending it, or the person buying it, and then you sending them the keys and access to it. But right now, the NFT space is just, it's like trading cards on steroids. It's like Pokemon trading cards. I remember when I was coming up in the early 90s, I was into basketball cards. I still have a huge basketball card collection, or a pretty decent size. Somebody stole some of mine, which I was sick when I was young, about 12 years old. Somebody stole like half my cards. Still have some. And there was these Marvel comic cards. So just like comic books and, trading baseball cards. So this phenomenon has is not anything new. It's just hit the digital space in a crazy type of frenzy fashion. And so a lot of it is going to be trash and not have any use outside of just owning it. But I wanted to show you guys a video about, uh, and it's different from the last video I talked about on the first one, but I thought this was good. It broke down kind of what an NFT actually is and how basically an NFT could be duplicatable, but how I'm going to kind of pause and talk through where I think it's going and how you can show the authenticity of your art as an artist, whether you're a musician, whether you're, a painter, a graphic designer, creating NFTs where people are like, I'm just going to screenshot it and do it and put it on there myself, which technically they could. And this video goes into it, but I'm going to show you kind of the workaround, how I believe this is going to go in the future. Again, this is all kind of speculations, not financial advice. Just giving you guys kind of my views, my opinions on where I believe things are headed. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Chrome NFT. Okay, I think you guys should be able to see this now. Okay, so let me go ahead and hit play, and we'll go through this. I have to put my mic on mute so we don't have any echo.
While the NFT investment gold rush has made some artists millionaires, it also appears that cyber criminals are making millions out of this NFT boom by stealing digital artwork. But how are these cyber criminals stealing digital art? They are using these tricks and attacks. Stealing somebody's art. Artists are reporting that their work is being stolen and sold on NFT sites without their permission. To understand how it's done, first, we need to explain a bit more about NFTs. When someone makes or mints an NFT, the token they create is permanently tied to a unique digital or physical object. Normally, that is a URL of the artwork. So when someone buys an NFT for a digital artwork, they're not buying the artwork, but the digital URL that represents the artwork. Owning the
Okay, so just wanted to stop that. That was probably a whoa moment for a lot of people. So for a lot of you guys who were thinking you were purchasing the artwork itself, you're purchasing the URL, which is the artwork represents the URL. That sounds wild, but I'm gonna let this run a little bit more, and then I'll speak to it some more as well.
NFT doesn't actually mean you will be the owner of the digital artwork. There's nothing stopping someone from saving the same artwork image and selling it again as a new NFT. No one controls who can make an NFT. The only barrier to theft is profit. The seller might not get as much for an NFT that hasn't been verified by the artist. Giphy has warned that people are turning user-created GIFs from its site into NFTs. Many artists have started checking sites like OpenSea and Rarible to see if their work has been minted without their permission. On OpenSea and Rarible, two major NFT platforms, you don't have to verify you own something. Verifying yourself on these platforms is also not difficult. Copyright infringement. In order to trade NFT, it must be signed by the seller in a process known as minting. Similar to a painter's signature on their painting, this feature is intended to link the NFT to its creator. Things can go wrong when minters lie about their identity. For example, an NFT purchaser might assume that he purchased the underlying art of Harry Potter. However, in reality, the seller is not the copyright owner and doesn't own the exclusive right to copy, distribute, modify, publicly perform, and publicly display the art.
All right, so that was a lot to chew on. I know a lot of people may have gotten this far and think, "Oh, this is definitely scam." How do you make this work? How does this even work? If people, this just seems like a marketplace for counterfeits. If people can go on, screenshot stuff, and then post it, get verified, and not have to abide by any copyright infringement regulation. I think number one, what I would suggest, and you guys again can watch the video on avoiding the part one where I talk about avoiding the scams. When you're dealing with a national or international brand who's created an NFT, so if it's a Nike or Adidas or Coach or Louis Vuitton, whoever it might be, it should come from a verified account. You should be able to verify that that's actually that organization. And I think what's going to end up happening in this space, so if you guys don't know, crypto in general, the culture is anonymity. So people can come into the crypto space and the NFT space, and they kind of hide behind these, kind of goofy looking avatars, and these weird pictures. And so it's coming, and it's not. I mean, it's coming in the space. It's not coming anywhere else outside of it, but it's coming here. So that's why you have a lot of what's called rug pulls and scams going on, because people, you only have the wallet address of the person. So you see this random like 50-digit sequence number that somebody controls, but you have no idea who the person is. So I know some of y'all like, there's no way I'm getting involved in this NFT stuff. I believe the NFTs are where, again, Ethereum was in 2017 and where Bitcoin was back in 2013, 2011, where people were still highly skeptical. There's a lot of reason to still be highly skeptical of this technology. I completely understand it, but I think the use cases are there. I think we're going to have less anonymity. So people who are in here to transact business and do commerce in a fair way, uh, and a upfront and moral, high moral standards, high integrity, is behind their operation of what they're trying to do, then I think you're going to see less people trying to hide behind these fictitious characters, or at least they're going to be willing to give their identity in some form or fashion. Like, you're going to know the person's name, something about the actual human who is operating the NFT. Because right now there's there's a huge possibility that you may not ever know who the person is. That doesn't mean it's not a legit project. Like I said, it's par for the course in the crypto space. The issue is that when you're coming in new, you don't really know who's who and what's what, and nobody wants to get scammed, right? Like, nobody wants that. So I understand the skepticism, but I think there's a huge use case. And so, like I told you, I gave you guys a few of them. I think there's going to be more than that. Um, but again, you coming into the space, it's like, okay, I thought I was buying the art, so I'm buying a unique URL where the art represents the URL, but somebody can screenshot the same picture and then turn around and mint it themselves. And how would anybody know who's the original creator? And so, what's gonna be on the onus on the platforms, the OpenSeas, the Mintables, all of these platforms are gonna make sure that they verify the human being, even if they don't give the information to the public, that the person is who they say they are, and this person who created this art is the owner of the art. And so once these things are more in place and people are comfortable with them, then I think some of the skepticism is going to leave the market. But as long as we have what we have, there's still going to be a high likelihood of skepticism, and rightfully so, because scamming is prevalent. So you just got to watch out for that stuff. Hey man, if y'all found some value in what I'm saying, go ahead, smash that like button and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate the love and support on that. As always, I'll let this video run a little bit more.
Thus, somebody can sell you copyright-protected art, and another cybercriminal can blackmail you for buying a stolen copyrighted art, thus extorting money from you. Royalties scam. Many platforms enable royalties in NFT, which are payments made to a creator every time a copy of their work is purchased. Whenever the artwork changes hands on secondary markets, the artist gets a certain percentage for every trade. Smart contracts written into the code of NFTs allow for the distribution of royalty funds to the creator each time the work is resold. Fraudsters can sell NFT with smart contracts without clearly mentioning the royalty payment condition, thus scamming the buyer. Automated NFT bots attack.
All right, I wanted to pause real quick just to talk about why the guy said that was a scam in terms of royalties. So, it's important. That's another transparent way that artists can speak to this whole thing. So with NFTs, the artist can build into it a royalty structure of any amount, but that should be listed up front. So what the guy's saying is, well, if you're buying an NFT with the intentions of reselling it, and the person who initially minted it and the original owner that you bought it from has a 50% royalty. That means if you buy it from the guy for a thousand, and then you sell it for 2,000, he's gonna get 1,000 of that because he has a 50, or she is gonna get 1,000 of that because they got a 50% royalty, which is really, really high. So instead of you doubling your money, you're just gonna make your money back because you're gonna sell it for 2,000. That person's gonna get 1,000 off the top, and then they'll leave you with 1,000. That's what you originally paid, but you're probably trying to make some money and flipping it or whatever. So, uh, you want to understand the royalty structure so you know if your end goal is to resell it, what you can expect from it. So, yeah, just wanted to give y'all a kind of my thoughts on that and what that meant. So we'll let it ride a little bit more.
Twitter founder Jack Dorsey sold his first tweet from 2006 as an NFT for 2.9 million US dollars. The company that sold his tweet states that owning any digital content can be a financial investment as it holds sentimental value and creates a relationship between collector and creator. People buy tweets for the same reason they pay for memorabilia, either for sentimental reasons or because they think they'll make money. And cybercriminals are taking advantage of this. They are using an automated NFT tweet minting bot with the name @tokenized_tweets. The bot creates NFTs of tweets without alerting the owner of the tweet. Twitter user simply has to mention the bot below a tweet for that tweet to be made into an NFT. Many people have seen cybercriminals mentioning it.
Okay, I'll pause that. And I think let me go full screen here. I think you guys can kind of get the gist. There's other things, and I probably need to link this video in the show notes as well. It's a really good video on the multiple ways that people are kind of scamming and what they're doing. But they got technology bots involved, and they're automatically minting tweets as NFTs. So it's the wild west right now. There's still no, in my opinion, like real business or commerce taking place. Um, some of the projects, the Bored Apes, the Punks, they're building community, and I think we're kind of getting ushered into a new phase of community-based commerce, which is going to be highly incentivized for the people who are in the community. You have to think about it. You have to think of it as your own personal, like, subdivision of community. Once you really start getting into some of these projects, just like you own your home in a community, you got skin in the game. So if you own one of these NFTs, then you're gonna have skin in the game because they have the potentially to increase economically. So you're not gonna want, just like you live in a neighborhood, you don't want high crime, you don't want a lot of things happening that could affect the home values in your neighborhood, because that's gonna affect your wealth, ultimately your ability to sell the home and what you could get for the home if you do decide to sell it. The same thing is happening within crypto and the NFT space, where communities are being built and then people are owning coins and tokens. So now they're incentivized to protect the community's value, versus like today's model. Companies, you build a brand and you try to build this loyalty and relationship with a customer, but it's not truly a community in a lot of instances where the customer has a financial impact or skin in the game, at least to the upside. Like, they could buy the item or the merchandise and maybe they need that for their business, and so it helps them make money this way. But within this world, you're gonna own these tokens of coins, and these tokens of coins, NFTs, have the ability to appreciate in value. So you're obviously gonna have more reason to be more hands-on in that situation. So in any event, that's really kind of part two, guys. That's some of the things that are going on in the NFTs. Again, if you're gonna get into this space, be really, really careful. There's a lot of huge opportunities for those who are willing to take the risk, but understand this is NFTs are more speculative than a lot of the crypto, probably most of the crypto projects, to be honest with you. The value isn't as clear because the community and all of these things can be bought, guys. You guys know you can go on Fiverr and buy followers for Twitter. You could probably buy people to fake people to get put into your Discord group. All this stuff can likely be bought, so you just got to be careful. Do your research on engagement on social media. Typically, standard for engagement or a nice engagement number is about a 10% ratio, or 1 in 10. So basically, if a person has 100,000 followers, 100,000 subs on YouTube, then you like to see their channel on average have anywhere from, let's say, 7,000 to 10,000 comments, or 7,000 to 10,000 likes. Uh, and you can vet it out that way. Go in the comments, read the comments, see what people are saying. Are these generic messages? Do it seem like actual people typed this out and gave it thought as they were typing? It's not just, oh, great video, you're awesome, thanks a lot, like that type of cheesy stuff, because those comments can be bought as well. So just kind of sift through. This is kind of doing that due diligence. Again, this world is completely different because it's not a traditional business that's generating revenue right now. And so we're kind of having to look at the community and figure out if there's real value in these projects at the moment. I think we get to a point where we see more traditional business models enter the space, but right now we're not there. So it's highly speculative, though. But yeah, man, that's what's up. I'm excited about the space. I'm gonna keep y'all plugged in. Like I said, yeah, I got my certified uh, NFT. So I'm a certified NFT expert certification through the Blockchain Council. Talk to y'all a little bit more about that and that experience. But yeah, man, I appreciate the love and support. Y'all go ahead again, please smash that like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. Costs you absolutely nothing. Helps the video get out there to amazing people like yourself who need to know this information to help them avoid getting scammed. So again, man, love and blessings. Y'all take care.